Welcome back to the discussion zone. We are 6 weeks into the NFL season, and it's time to take another look as to how the Steelers can shape their future. This roster has its strengths, a physical identity on defense, playmakers at key positions, but the inconsistencies are still there. The offense, at least at the moment, lacks rhythm. The line's been up and down, and outside of DK Metcalf, there isn't really a real second receiving threat who consistently win one-on-one, besides maybe Darnell Washington, but he's a tight end. This mock draft focuses on fixing that, adding talent at the wide receiver, solidifying the future at quarterback. That is, if they don't believe that Will Howard is the future. Personally, I would love to see Will Howard be our quarterback next year and us use this draft capital on another position that we desperately need, like line, for example. But there, we can also fortify the trenches, just like line, and pair Joey Porter Jr. and Jalen Ramsey with another corner who can flat out cover. Because to be honest, I do like Brandon Eccles, and I love Corey Trice, but I'm not a fan of Darius Slay. I think he's old. He's going to be gone after this year, and we just got to be able to develop our team and build for the future, No gimmicks, no hype, just football. Let's get into it. When you watch the Steelers' offense, the problem jumps off the screen. DK Metcalf draws safety help constantly, and no one is punishing defenses for it. Calvin Austin is lightning quick, but his frame limits how he's deployed. Roman Wilson looked promising all summer, but for whatever reason, he's just been invisible since the game started. Now, enter Denzel Boston, the 6'4" wideout from Washington who brings size, control, and physical dominance to a wide receiver group that's desperate for it. Boston plays like a blend of George Pickens' physicality, Michael Pittman Jr.'s route toughness, and Keon Coleman's body control. He's a big receiver who plays big, using length and timing to snatch the football out of the air like he's rebounding off of the grass. He's not gonna, torch corners with pure 4.3 speed, but he stacks defenders with deceptive acceleration. Once he gets a step on you, he's hard to recover against. His tracking ability downfield is exceptional, the kind that quarterbacks trust, even when coverage is tight. What makes Boston special is how he uses his frame at the catch point. He just doesn't just catch passes, he attacks them. His ability to extend late, shield defenders, and maintain balance through contact make him a nightmare in contested situations. He's also grown as a route runner, crisping up his breaks, learning to vary tempo, and showing improved releases against press coverage. His weaknesses are mostly technical. His route pacing can be inconsistent, and he occasionally drifts on digs and outs, but the ceiling is high. And in an offense with Metcalf commanding attention, Boston would see favorable matchups immediately. He gives the Steelers a reliable third down target, a red zone mismatch, and a long-term wide receiver 2 who complements DK perfectly. Now, quarterback play in Pittsburgh has been the elephant in the room for years. Whether it's inconsistency, lack of confidence, or just system issues, the offense has lacked a real field general, someone who can process, push the ball, and elevate the people around him. Aaron Rodgers has come in and played really well for us. I've been very happy with the way that he has played, but he's not the future. Garrett Nussmeier might be that guy. He's not a highlight reel quarterback in the Caleb Williams mold. He's more of a blend between Bo Nix's efficiency, Jackson Dart's toughness, and Matt Corral's compact release. But the arm, it's legit. Nussmeier can push the football vertically with pace and touch, delivering tight window throws up the seam and layering passes between coverage levels. Mechanically, though, he's clean. Short, snappy release, balanced base, and the ability to throw accurately on the move. He doesn't have a cannon, but his arm talent plays up because of his anticipation and ball placement. He throws with conviction. When he decides, the ball's out now. He's also shown steady growth at LSU. The mental side of his game has caught up to the physical. He's reading full field concepts, working through progressions, and showing command pre-snap. There's still a little bit of gunslinger to him, He'll occasionally test tight windows unnecessarily, but the competitive fire and rhythm passing traits are exactly what Pittsburgh needs. In this offense, surrounded by playmakers and a rebuilt line, Nussmeier could thrive in a structure similar to what the Packers built for Jordan Love. A balanced attack where the QB operates efficiently and strikes when opportunities open deep. If the Steelers want a young quarterback who can throw without resetting the whole franchise, Garrett Nussmeier's poised, accurate, and ready for the next step. The Steelers' secondary looks different now. Jalen Ramsey brings veteran poise and versatility, while Joey Porter Jr. continues to develop into one of the NFL's most physical press corners. But beyond those two, depth and long-term stability are concerns. That's where Malik Muhammad comes in. At Texas, Muhammad's been a technician. Smooth feet, quick hips, and sharp instincts. He's not the biggest corner, but his timing and ball skills make him play taller than he is. He mirrors routes like a seasoned pro, using patience and positioning to bait quarterbacks into bad throws. He reminds me, personally, of someone like Asante Samuel Jr. or Kendall Fuller, corners who rely on precision and intelligence more than raw athletic dominance. In man coverage, Malik is sticky. His ability to stay square at the line, flip his hips without losing balance, and squeeze receivers to the sideline show polish you don't often see in a college sophomore. He's also a fierce competitor, confident, aggressive, and unafraid to mix it up at the catch point. His tackling form is solid, and he understands leverage against screens and outside runs. With Ramsey mentoring him and Porter handling the physical matchups, Muhammad could step in as that flexible cornerback 3, depending on if Corey Trice is able to stay healthy and make the team next year. He's capable of playing outside or sliding inside, depending on the matchup. Long term, he's the perfect piece to keep this secondary young, fast, and versatile. If there is one constant in Pittsburgh, it's that offensive line play defines the ceiling of the offense. Trevor Goosby, Texas's athletic tackle, gives them a rare combination of movement skills and developmental upside that's worth the investment here. Goosby is a 6'7", 312-pound athlete who moves like a tight end. He's basically like another Darnell Washington. He's got explosive lower body power, light feet, and the kind of lateral agility you just don't see from linemen that tall. His kick slide is fluid. He gains depth easily and forces edge rushers to take the long way around. In pass protection, he's at his best against speed, which in the AFC North is great, especially when against Myles Garrett. His recovery quickness and hand placement keeps him in control, even when defenders throw multiple moves at him. He's already shown the ability to switch from left to right tackle, and with his body type, he could transition into left guard if Broderick Jones locks down the tackle spot. That flexibility is huge. There's still rawness here, though. He overextends at times, gets too eager on his punch, and he loses leverage against power rushers, which would be a struggle against players like Trey Hendrickson, which is not great. But when you see the anchor flashes, resetting after initial contact, stonewalling elite SEC pass rushers, it's clear he has the foundation to develop into a long-term starter. In his zone-heavy blocking scheme, Goosby's athleticism shines. Get him moving on pulls, screens, and second-level climbs, and he looks like a weapon. Give him a year under an NFL strength coach, and you could be looking at a 10-year piece for the offensive line. And now we circle back to the offense, specifically the slot. Clemson's Antonio Williams brings a very different energy than Denzel Boston. Where Boston wins with power and physicality, Williams wins with precision and fluidity. Through 3 games this year, he's posted 17 catches for 171 yards, a modest stat line, but it's the tape that tells the story. He's a silky route runner with the flexibility and footwork to create space underneath. Clemson has missed him when he's banged up, because when he's on the field, the offense moves way smoother. Williams has shades of Tyler Boyd in his game, reliable hands and smooth acceleration, and a knack for finding soft spots in zone coverage. He's not a deep threat, but he's a first down machine. What stands out is how he sells routes. His stems are deceptive. He'll set up corners with subtle shoulder dips and explode into breaks with perfect timing. He's also a smart player, understanding spacing and adjusting mid-route when plays break down. For the Steelers, Williams gives them a modern slot receiver who complements the size of DK Metcalf and Denzel Boston. It's that trio Pittsburgh's been searching for: speed outside, size outside, speed in motion, and precision in the middle. Add him to an offense led by Nussmeier and a rebuilt line, and suddenly the Steelers have a foundation that can grow together for years. When you look at this class as a whole, it's about two things: balance and identity. Denzel Boston gives the offense a true wide receiver 2. Garrett Nussmeier brings stability and upside at quarterback. Malik Muhammad ensures the secondary stays elite. Trevor Goosby fortifies the trenches. And Antonio Williams gives Pittsburgh a reliable slot weapon to tie it all together. It's not a flashy draft, it's a foundational one. The kind that builds sustainable success, not just headlines. This is how you construct a modern Steelers roster, with physicality, intelligence, and purpose. This has been the Discussion Zone. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's keep the conversation going. Have a good one.